Okay, for the CircuitPython Parsec today, I wanted to talk about using Rotozoom in order to rotate a bitmap inside of CircuitPython. Here you can see I've got a little Lars BMP on a TFT feather wing. This is the capacitive touch TFT feather wing, same one I showed last week. And it's got a feather pin out, so a feather plugs into the bottom of it with header pins. I've got the feather RP2350 plugged into here. And let me flip this back over. So this is a touch screen, and you can see as I touch the touch screen and slide up and down, I'm changing the rotation of this little Lars BMP. So you can see we can spin them all the way around. We've got cumulative rotations on there. And to keep it simple, I'm not moving him, I'm not scaling him, I'm just doing the most basic thing, which is rotating him from a central pivot point. It's a Lars spinner. So the way this works, let me flip you back upside down there, Lars, or right side up. The way this works inside of CircuitPython, the key thing here, I've got my HX8357 and FT5336 libraries loaded, which allows me to use the display and the touch input on it. I'm using Bitmaptools in order to get access to a few things, including the Rotozoom. So I'm going to scroll down here past some of this typical stuff that we do when we're setting up a display I/O with a tile grid, setting up a hierarchy of display objects. I'm using a palette to knock out a transparency color on my BMP. And then this is the key thing right here. I'm using this command, bitmaptools.rotozoom. I have it inside of a function, and that's the function that I'm calling every time I touch the touch screen and slide, so that we have a reference point and an adjustment. The arguments for this are the Bitmaptools Rotozoom. We have essentially a source and a destination bitmap. You can think of it as like a little canvas that we're able to rotate that I'm casting this onto. So the destination we're setting up, which we created up earlier, it's this display I/O bitmap of a certain size with the palette of that bitmap that I've imported. And then the source, which is the one that I'm reading off of the disk here. Destination is the one that we cast it onto. And then what we're changing all the time is that destination. So we have the origin of it and the position of it on screen, and then we have an angle value. So all we need to do to it, once we've set this up, to change it is to adjust that value, angle. If you look at the initial draw here, I have it set to rotate essentially 270 degrees. I have this work in radians right now, but if we change that to 0, this is how it comes in initially, just because of my screen orientation and my bitmap orientation. So here's a using Rotozoom just to adjust. It's this Bitmaptools Rotozoom, destination, source, origin, pixel, and then the angle right here of 0 currently. If we change that back to my 4.7 roughly radians, then we're going to spin it around 270 degrees, and it'll get Lars facing straight up. In the main loop here, we're just checking for touch using the capacitive touch library here. So if touch is touched, then we're going to try to find any touch points and use the first one. So if you touch with multiple fingers, we're only counting one of them right here, tracking one of them. So that first touch point is equal to T, and then we're checking to see when we adjust it, how much we move. For that number of pixels that we're moving, we're going to create an angle right here, which is this formula right here, and this is dealing with it in radians. Once we've figured out the value of the rotation angle, then we just use that function draw rotated angle, and it adjusts the bitmap. So it's really smooth, really fast. This is a 128 by 128 indexed BMP file, 8-bit that I'm using right here, but you can see it's actually quite responsive, running right here in CircuitPython. And so that is how you can use Rotozoom to adjust the rotation of an object around its central pivot point inside of CircuitPython using Rotozoom. That is your CircuitPython Parsec.